Hello friends, continuing with 8254 programmable interval timer. In last lecture, we have gone through this pin diagram of 8253, 8254 programmable interval timer, which gets interfaced with microprocessor for generating time delays or for counting the external events. Now, as we are discussing, the advantage of interfacing this 8254 or 8253 with 8085 microprocessor or any other microprocessor is that by interfacing this particular IC, we save the considerable amount of time of 8085 microprocessor in time down to one task only, that is checking the contents of one particular resistor or checking whether loop is finished or not. So by saving that time, we can allocate microprocessor in doing some another task, and this 8254, 8253 will be dedicatedly used for generating time delays or for counting the events. We already have gone through this pin diagram. This is the block diagram of your 8254 programmable interval timer. 6 simple blocks are there along with this internal bus. As we are discussing it, pin diagram, that this 8254 programmable interval timer is having 3 counters: counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2, and each counter is having 3 signals. If you can observe this 3 signals: 2 input, 1 output, 2 input, 1 output, 2 input and 1 output signal. So clock 0 and gate 0 are input signals for counter 0, and 1 is output signal. Similarly, clock, gate are input for counter 1, clock, gate and then 1 output signal for counter 2. Now, so in all, this 8254 has 3 counters, each with 2 inputs, clock and gate, and 1 output, that is output. This gate is used to enable or disable the counting. When any value of count is loaded and value of gate is set to 1, after every step value, count is decremented by 1 until it becomes 0. So this is the basic function of gate, that to enable or disable the count, and that output related to that particular count will be available on this out signal. And clock 0, clock 1 and clock 2 are clock inputs to this counters, counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2. This will be the reference input to this counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2. Then next, coming on to next block, data bus buffer. It is having 8 lines, bidirectional data lines, D0 to D7, which gets connected with D0 to D7 of your 8085 microprocessor for reading the data or for delivering the data to this 8254 programmable interval timer. Read and write control operations are controlled with the help of this RD bar and WR bar signal, which gets connected with IOW and IOWR bar signals, IOR bar and IOW bar signals of your 8085 microprocessor, as we have discussed in previous lectures. A1, A0 and CS bar are for giving selection among counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2. By selecting the different logic levels on this particular pins, we can select this counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2. We'll see how exactly this is done. But right now what we have to keep in mind, A0, A1 and CS bar are for selection among counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2, and this control register which actually controls the different modes of this counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2, or which actually controls the function of this 8254 programmable interval timer. So this control word register is basically a special function register which controls the function of this IC 8254 or 8253. It can be programmed in different modes. It can be used as a timer or counter. It can be used as different types of counters, and all these things will be controlled by this control word register, an 8-bit register which controls the function of this 8254. So this is all about the block diagram, which consists of data bus buffer having D0 to D7, then read-write control logic for controlling read-write operation and selection among this control word register, counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2. Control word register control the operation of this 8254 programmable interval timer, and 3 counters this 8254 is having with 3 signals, 2 input and 1 output. Clock and gate are input signal and out is what your output signal. So in next lecture, we'll check out with features and application of this 8254